Good morning. My name is Rochelle with the Mary Madden blog, and I'm a mama of 3 under 3. And today I am going to show you a day in the life. First, we're going to get started, and I'm going to show you what our breakfast routine looks like.
Okay, I had to chuckle to myself for a little bit because isn't this the definition of motherhood? You just are derailed with different projects. But I realized I needed some more clothes, so I needed to run a lot of laundry. And of course, energy is cheaper to run it in the morning where I live. We have 3 in diapers. We are currently potty training, but nonetheless, we still have 3 diapers to change. So I go ahead and do that. My husband goes to work pretty early, so we're still sleeping by the time he's out the door. So after everyone is dressed and has clean diapers, I love to make myself coffee. And this is just a warm hug in a cup. This is one of my favorite morning routines. And then I enjoy putting in some collagen. It's great because I don't taste it and I get to reap some health benefits with that too. I love lots of creamer in my coffee, and fun fact, regardless what time of year it is, I love adding pumpkin spice into my coffee. Next is an important routine I've been recently establishing thanks to my friend Samantha, who inspired me just to read your Bible in front of your kids every day. And there's something so special about it where it's a great time to connect with the Lord. And I just read about one chapter because, I have to get going with the little ones and their needs. But this time of connection is so important, and it has helped build that muscle for me to stay consistent in my Bible reading, even in a tough season. And it's really sweet. Our twins have little Bibles and they have the Jesus Storybook Bible, so they like to participate too, which is so huge because we want to teach them about the love of Jesus. And so our day is not too rigid. We just kind of go with the flow. And after coffee and Bible time, I start breakfast for us. So that's typically scrambled eggs, toast, fruit, sometimes pancakes. Oatmeal is a big favorite. And now that our baby is on solids, he gets to have his special baby oatmeal too. And of course, along with breast milk. While I'm cooking up these eggs, I wanted to talk about the Hexclad frying pan set. We bought these about 4 years ago and we use them every single day. We also have the Hexclad pots, and we also use that anytime we're making sauces or pasta, things like that. But I love that they're dishwasher safe. I use that. I put them in the dishwasher every day too. But it does pretty well with eggs. You do have to use a lot of oil with eggs because I think regardless what pan you have, eggs are just a tough customer. So highly recommend those Hexclad sets if you cook a lot at home, and I'll link to them in the description box below. Whenever we make meals for our kids, we strive to incorporate healthy foods and to eat whole foods as much as possible. It helps that we have kind of stuck to our guns since they were starting on solids when they were 6 months old, to give them whole foods and avoid ultra processed foods as much as possible. And so they have just great appetites, and they eat almost everything that we give to them. So there's very few foods. I can't even think of foods that they may not enjoy, but they love fruits, they love eggs, toast, whole grain toast, vegetables, that sort of thing. So we try to keep meals healthy and well balanced. And of course, we're not against sugar. I bake all the time. So we try to keep it balanced though, and have special treats on occasion. Once their meal is plated, then I go ahead and make myself a plate. Before every mealtime, we make sure to pray and thank God for our food.
Okay, so while the kids are enjoying breakfast, I am going to share with you something that a friend taught me that she does with her boys. Shout out to Rachel. This is a bean jar. So, these are just little black beans, and this is a tiny little jar. So, anytime our toddlers are being kind, they're sharing, they're using polite manners such as please and thank you. Oh, hey. Please, thank you. I'm sorry. They get a bean. And so this is a small little jar. Actually, this was a candle jar that my friend Grace gave me an amazing candle. So when it was finished, I just repurposed it for this. So anytime that we can acknowledge kind behavior, they get a little black bean into their jar. And then once the jar is full, then they can get something special. And we've already decided like ice cream. So it's a fun way for them to see that kindness matters and just to reinforce these just acts of kindness and love and just how to be pleasing to the Lord and to be kind to each other, which is important to us.
While the twins are enjoying breakfast and baby is playing, I take about 2 minutes to come and make the bed. Sometimes it can feel like such a chore. I don't know why, but it's really only takes about a minute to 2 minutes to make your bed, depending how fast you're going. So, this is something that I've been enjoying incorporating because I have noticed how much it impacts my mental well being to walk into our bedroom that has a made bed. It just feels inviting, it feels organized, and just um, really a little bit stress relieving, which is funny to say because it's just making a bed. But something in my brain just tells me that there's calm and structure. I think, and there's other people who I know who make a habit of making their bed every day, but definitely makes you feel productive if this is the only thing you can get done. And again, making your bed in the morning doesn't have to be a long song and dance. You can do it as basic as you like, but I enjoy adding some texture to our bed. So I love throw pillows. It just also makes the bed look so much more cozy and inviting. And at the end of a long day, there's nothing better than climbing into a well made bed and pulling down the sheets and getting into nice clean sheets. It feels like a hotel, but I have been trying to keep this up for about a year or so, realizing that it makes a big difference in my mood to have one room in the house that's clean. I also love candles and candle warmers. It is just, again, a lovely aesthetic to the room, but there's just something so calming and relaxing about a nice smelling candle in a room.
So I just breastfed baby and he's sleeping right now. So it's time for us to go play outside. So it's around 9:25. That's what the clock says. So we are finished with breakfast and a little bit of my Bible time and we're gonna go play outside. Oh, and real quick, anytime I use my hot I store my just express milk in the fridge. So I have the doctor's appointment. So my friend is going to watch our babies. And so that way I have a little milk stash going. So I'll just be pumping throughout the day so that um, baby has a bottle for tomorrow.
Our twins love playing outside in the backyard, and I love that they love playing outside because it is so beneficial for them to be outside, getting fresh air, helping their mood.
Okay, so typically after breakfast, I will collect any food scraps. So that's like eggshells, bad fruit, like bad berries that have gone bad and coffee grounds, that kind of thing. And I will put it in our compost bin.
Here is my micro garden. I am growing bell peppers. This is my second season. I'm doing snap peas, potatoes, cucumbers, carrots. This is wild pumpkin from our compost, and strawberries. I've been enjoying to see literally the fruits of my labor.
So this is my micro garden, and these are pumpkins, apparently. This is from the compost, and so they've just taken over in April. So I don't know how pumpkins grow in the spring, but we shall see. But here is my little strawberry garden, and anytime I get strawberry tops, like typically from breakfast, I just plop them right in here, and this is what happens. They start to grow. So far, I've only had 2 strawberries a few months ago, but hoping that they will produce some more very soon.
There are lots of little pumpkins that are already growing. I'm so shocked. We got this jumpy online just about right after our baby was born because we knew the twins needed to have something to look forward to and let out some energy. But they asked for me to turn this on every single day. They love jumping in it. And honestly, who wouldn't? So this is a perfect size for them. And they love crawling up, and it has 2 slides for them. But it's a great way to just burn some energy. And kids love jumping. I mean, I loved jumping on trampolines as a kid. We love doing story time throughout the day. I love that they have such an interest in reading books, and I've heard that it's really good to read books to your little ones every day to help build their vocabulary and help their reading comprehension levels. So we also have a neighborhood like friendly use bookstore. They love dinosaurs and Noah's Ark and learning about creation. So we have a lot of books on that right now.
Okay, so it is just a minute or two before 11 a.m., and all 3 babies are down for a nap. So typically they will nap around 11 a.m., and our twins typically wake up anywhere from like 6:45 to 7-ish. So 11 is now that they're 2 years old, 11 o'clock is like a great time for them, and they sleep about an hour or so. So that's when I like to get my chores done, things that I can't necessarily do when they're awake.
A tip to stay on top of your household chores is just do laundry and dishes every single day. So, again, I mentioned early in the morning is great for doing chores because of less energy. So, I like to do the dishes and run the washing machine and dryer in the morning when I can capture those cheaper energy rates. Baby boy was stirring a little bit, so I just decided to put him in the baby carrier, which I love. I have worn this with him every day since he was 1 day old, and he loves contact naps, and I enjoy being close to him as well. I just love that God made bonding and skin to skin contact and boost oxytocin levels and help stress relieve. So I don't mind. I rock him to sleep a little bit and multitask like us moms do, and get some laundry done. And it's a lot because there's twins and baby, so and my laundry. So I try to stay on top of it. I am not perfect at staying on top of my laundry. It's like one of my least favorite chores. Putting it in the washing machine is one thing, and in the dryer, but then folding it and putting away is another thing. So sometimes I just fold and hang in piecemeal, just a little bit at a time, so it just doesn't feel so daunting. If you're wondering, when does she ever do something fun or do something not chores related. Well, I joke that since becoming a mom, one of my hobbies is cleaning, but I really do enjoy cleaning and organizing. But um, I love to bake. That's one of my number one hobbies, and I like to do that at night because I am a night owl. So I feel like I am the most creative and I get the most inspiration at night. So that's kind of my time when I come alive. And that way I have more than, about an hour or so of quiet time because the kids are, down sleeping through the night.
Okay, well, that has been a day in the life of our typical morning. And I'm going to take a break from laundry because I want to get this video edited and uploaded by this evening. So I like to get my computer work done while they're napping. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. And please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Thank you so much. Bye now.